Hey everyone, welcome back to the Lions from Lambs YouTube channel. There are profound responsibilities that come with nurturing and protecting the young minds in our care. It's not just about teaching them the academics and helping them grow up prepared, it's about creating a safe and supportive environment in which they can grow up. Now, I always emphasize the importance of guiding children towards becoming strong, stable, and successful adults. And that is important. But there's an even more crucial aspect of raising children that must be done almost perfectly, or it's all in vain. And I'm talking about the duty to protect children from the extreme dangers that lurk in our very own society. When you become a parent, a flood of responsibilities comes your way. It's not just about ensuring they're well-fed, sheltered, and educated. It's about keeping them healthy, both physically and mentally. The weight of responsibility encompasses their safety and socialization, creating a multifaceted role that requires careful navigation. The mistakes can be made and lessons learned, but there are some dangers from which recovery from a mistake is impossible. The world is not always a safe place. Beyond the everyday challenges, there are individuals out there who lack a conscience, morality, or respect for life. They're willing to cross every societal boundary to destroy innocence in pursuit of their own twisted wants. Now, it's a harsh reality that, as parents, guardians, and caregivers, we must confront. We can't afford to be naive or bury our heads in the sand, hoping that not thinking about the issue will shield our children from harm. Data from national organizations that track missing children and kidnappings reveal a stark reality. Every year, a staggering number of children go missing, and many of them, their fates uncertain. These statistics serve as a sobering reminder of the very real dangers that exist in our world. Worldwide, 8 million children are reported missing each year. 8 million. According to the FBI, in the United States alone, in 2022, there were over 359,000 National Crime Information Centers entries for missing children. Now, it's important to note that the vast majority of reported missing children are runaways. And with regard to kidnappings, the majority of reported kidnappings are usually the result of a custody dispute. This video is specifically focusing on the traditional idea we have of a kidnapping, specifically by a non-family member or a stranger or a family acquaintance. Now, the one comforting note on this horrible topic, if one can be found, is that those types of abductions are actually very rare. In a one-year period, the U.S. Department of Justice reported that 797,000 children under the age of 18 were reported missing. Of those, 203,000 were victims of family abductions, 58,000 were victims of non-family abductions, and 115 were victims of stereotypical stranger kidnapping. Now, acquaintance kidnapping is a particularly nefarious situation because it's usually committed by someone the parents and children trust. Family, friends, neighbors, someone like that. It's vital that we're extremely careful about the people we allow around our children. This doesn't mean being paranoid and shutting everyone out, but it does mean being discerning about whom we allow to get close. Look, it's not paranoid to lock our doors at night, nor is it paranoia to avoid walking in dark alleys at 3 a.m. It's simply vigilance. Now, even though stranger-involved kidnappings are rare, this is no reason to let our guard down. In speaking with parents who have had a child go missing or was abducted, the one consistent feeling I heard was regret. Regret at not having taken the threat more seriously or done more to protect their children and ensure they were safe. Another particularly nasty part of the equation is the relatively new threat of online dangers. Now, the scary thing about online predators is that they can actually build a relationship with a child, usually anonymously and away from the attention of the adults in the child's life. They become a friend to the child, gaining their trust, and then at the crucial moment, and this is usually when the child has gotten in trouble with their parents or something else, these insidious monsters strike. If you want to have something really to keep you up at night, approximately 1 in 7 children between the ages of 10 and 17 have already received at least one solicitation or approach over the internet. The internet, and specifically social media, are not a safe place for children. Now look, I'm not trying to be a downer here, or again, I'm not trying to make you paranoid, but it is crucial to recognize the importance of being proactive in safeguarding your children. Awareness is the first step, and education follows closely behind. We must teach children how to protect themselves and equip them with the tools to navigate the complexities of the world. Vigilance, awareness, and empowerment are the keys to successful preparation. From the importance of establishing open communication with your child to teaching them about personal boundaries. Now, there are some practical, albeit unsettling, steps you can take to prepare for the worst-case scenario while you're also working to prevent it. Now, the very first thing you must do is act. At the first indication that your child is not where he or she should typically be, act. Don't wait. Don't assume they went home with someone from school, with a friend, or that they're just taking some alone time to let off steam. Act. Because if something bad has happened, time is crucial. First, search all the places you know they may be. Call everyone who has a connection with your child, neighbors, friends, parents. Call the school to see if they may have gone up there. Check all their social media profiles to see if they've posted anything. As their parent, you should have password access to their accounts. Check their messaging inbox to see if they've messaged anyone about going somewhere to meet. If you can't locate them via those steps, call the police and report them missing. Don't let a lot of people into your home, because if your child has actually gone missing, the police will want to search it for evidence, and you don't want anything disturbed. There are some items you should prepare in advance and always have available as a natural step. First, a complete type description of your child that's up to date: hair color, height, notable features. Second, along with this description, store a color photograph of your child and update that every 6 months, because if they're young, they change a lot physically in that time. Third, have your child's dentist prepare and maintain dental charts for your child and update them at every appointment. Fourth, a copy of their medical records. Fifth, a copy of your child's fingerprints. Now, law enforcement can help you with this. Finally, keep a DNA sample from your child, such as you could use an old toothbrush. Store this toothbrush in a brown envelope and make sure you have your child lick the envelope to seal it. These are morbid items to put together, but having these things available from the outset will help speed up the ability of law enforcement when they try and find your child. Look, while this topic is undeniably distressing, it's vital to approach it with a sense of responsibility and commitment. There's no room for complacency when it comes to the safety of our children, and there's zero room for error. It's a duty we cannot afford to overlook or underestimate. We must see the world as it is, not as we wish it was. And by acknowledging the reality of the dangers and actively working to protect our children, we can contribute to creating a safer world for the next generation. Parenting is a challenging journey filled with responsibilities, and protecting children from the harsh realities of the world is at the forefront. We must confront the existence of evil in society, acknowledging the dangers that threaten the innocence of our children. By staying informed, fostering open communication, and actively working to empower our children, we can navigate these challenges together. It's a duty that requires collective effort and unwavering dedication, ensuring that children can grow up in an environment where their safety is paramount. Thank you for your time. If you found value in the video, hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. If you have a comment or question, please feel free to leave it below. Until next time, take care.